back to my channel. I may look crazy to you guys, but as you can read by the title, I decided to do a makeup series kind of based off of the various crystals that I have, and this one is based off of, hopefully you can guess, LAPIS Lazuli. I have a very small one. I gendered this one, but she is mostly like this dark blue, kind of like the color of my lips, but she has these cool specks of gold and like white and gray that I tried to incorporate into this. To me, I know it may look chaotic in the eye look, but I really wanted it to just kind of really represent the crystal itself. I just wanted to make it look interesting too, and I kind of just had fun with it. The crystal lapis lazuli is good for self-awareness, and it's also good for rediscovering truth within oneself. I wasn't necessarily like drawn towards this crystal. It just when I was thinking about doing this makeup series, I was like, I want to start with something bright. I want to start with something that maybe people know from Steven Universe, because Lapis is one of my favorite characters. So I just wanted to do something that was fun, because the other crystals that I have, I feel like they're very like browns tones, they're just like pinks and very like neutral colors. So the lips with whites and gold, and the eyes are just like black, grays, and blues, because those are the main properties to this crystal. At least that's what you can see when you look at it, and every crystal is different. This one that I specifically have is mostly just this royal deep blue, but when you really get into it, it does have a lot of, waiting for it to focus, hopefully that's focused enough, it has the grays, hopefully you can see the golds specks in there, the whites, just different colors that this crystal has all of itself. It's very pretty, very pretty. All right, and we're just gonna jump right into this look. There I am blowing off some extra eyeshadow, but yeah, just starting with like this deep blue base, and I'm just gonna like put that in kind of like my crease area and just kind of blend that all out. Now I'm gonna be taking like this kind of white clay shade. It wasn't working for me very well. I wanted it to be like very white, but it kept kind of blending with the blue eyeshadow, but that's all right, because we're gonna fix it and make it work later. Just making like a cut crease. I kind of have a little bit of hooded eyes, and my eyes are just like very small anyway, so I'm just working with this, and I don't really know what I was going for, but I just decided to wing it out, and we're just gonna play around with it and see where this takes us. So yeah, I just kind of made like this triangular wing shape, and then, you know, I'll eventually fill it in on both eyes, and just kind of playing around with it. So this is me attempting to make the area that I just kind of made a cut crease for even more white than it was before. As you can see, I was struggling a little bit, because even though if it's white on the middle of the hood of my eye, it was kind of like hard to extend it to the wing part and the part that kind of touched the blue. So I'm just trying to just figure out what I'm doing, but you know, I'll get it together. I was kind of losing a little bit of hope there, but you know, we're gonna keep going. Then I took like this very light, almost white blue. It was kind of like a very clear sky blue shade, and I just put that over the white, because it wasn't really white, and I thought it was kind of bluish anyway, so I was like, well, let me just, you know, play around with that. Then I decided to I guess, like, what's it called, what do you call that, I don't know, I just put I put concealer under where I had my winged out part, just to like make it sharp and make it more precise. There we go, the word precise. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that to both eyes, and we're just gonna go back in with that shade and keep making sure it's accurate. Alright, and then I'm just going in with this black eyeliner. I wasn't really sure, but I know that when I look at the crystal, it has a lot of like kind of black specks in it. So I was just like, okay, I need more like dimension, I need more color. So more than just blue. So I was like, let me go over this black and just make it look crazy. I don't know. I was just really playing around with this look, but I hope y'all like it. Now, I wanted to add more colors. The more that I looked at the crystal itself, it had like these really gray kind of clouded undertones. So I was just like, let me just add some gray somewhere. And I didn't want to add it to like the black because I felt like that was doing too much. So I just kind of made like a halo with it around the whole, I guess, art of my eyelid. So now where I just went with that kind of like white base, I'm just putting some like gold specks. Later I'll be using some of that on my lips, but yeah, like Lapis does have these really gold specks to it that I think people should really appreciate when you look at the crystal. So I really wanted to add that. And here I am adding this very deep blue color to my lips. Yep, and just gonna pack on some of that gold that I was talking about earlier, and then we're kind of like done with this look. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. As always, stay beautiful and spread joy.
LAPIS lazuli, you fled into the bottom of the sea.